Namaste yogis, I'm Carter, and today we're doing a 30-minute practice to help us stay present to the moment. Let's get to our mat. All right, yogis, let's come to the front of our mat. Separate your feet a little bit wider than the hips, so maybe as wide as the shoulders. Roll your heels out just a little bit so the outsides of the feet are parallel to the long edge of your mat. Bend the knees enough where your belly and chest could rest on the thighs, and then wrap the arms around the legs. Draw your chin towards your chest so the head feels some, or the neck feels some length in the back. Squeeze just a little bit, bring your awareness to where that shows up in the body. Straighten the knees a little bit, squeeze again, and a little bit of movement from side to side. Take a big inhale, slow exhale. Present moment is feeling the sensations in the body. Sometimes we call it grounding. So feel the blood rush to the brain. Feel the sensation in the hamstrings, lower back. And then on the inhalation, come up halfway. Straighten the knees, flatten the back, lift the chin, lift the chest. And then bend your knees enough to take the right hand down right below the nose. So spread your fingertips nice and wide. Press the palm into the ground. If you can't get there, bend the knees more. Bend the left knee, right knee a little bit more. Twist and open and reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Start to straighten the left knee until you feel that sensation in that left hamstring. Bend the left elbow, bring the back of the hand to the lower back. It could be in the waistband or around the right hip. And draw that left shoulder back. Draw that belly up and in as you're trying to move the belly button on the opposite side of the left thigh. Keep pressing through that right hand and strengthen the right arm as if you're going to come into a one-armed handstand. Exhale, left hand comes down, tuck the chin, sway the hips. Walk the hands to the right, a little bit of a twist here. Inhale back to center, come up halfway, flatten your back, straighten the knees, lift the chin and chest. Let's do the other side. So bend the knees enough to get that left hand down. So spread the fingertips nice and wide, press the palm down. Bend the left knee a little bit more, it's going to help with the twist. Draw the belly in and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Right knee tries to get a little straighter. It doesn't have to be straight, although if your hamstrings are open, you may get it straight. And if it is, maybe you can straighten the left knee. My hamstrings aren't open enough to get there. Bend your right elbow, take the back of the hand either to the lower back or maybe it comes around the left hip. Right shoulder, right elbow draws back. And again, draw that belly up and in as if we're trying to get that belly button on the outside of the right thigh. Keep pressing the left palm into the ground. So nice and strong with that left arm. This practice is a little bit slower so we can feel the subtleties of the body. That is present moment. Exhale, right hand comes down, tuck the chin. Little sway from side to side, and then walk the hands to the left. One moment. Present moment is reality, right? Everything else is fiction. So when we think about the future, we recall the past, there is some manipulation in the mind. Back to center. Heel toe your feet closer together. Maybe the big toes touch if that's comfortable. Bend the knees enough where your thighs are parallel to the floor. Belly still resting on the thighs. Extend your arms out in front of you like you're going to hand someone a present. Bring the weight to your heels, soften your toes. Start to lift the heart, lift the chest, belly, thighs. Sink the hips all the way down towards the heels. The heels may come off the ground, and that's fine. Nice. Hands come down to the floor. Lift the hips, straighten the knees. Heel toe your feet out, a little wider than the hips. Toes roll out. Drop the hips all the way down. Malasana yogi squat. So hands come to heart center. Nice. And long through the spine. Heels up or down. And again, if you want to rest the heels down and you can't get them to the floor, slide something underneath them like a book or a pillow or a blanket. And we're going to drop our right shoulder inside the right knee. And we're going to straighten that right elbow to try to get that right palm onto the ground. So you're going to start to feel this in the front of the right arm. Left hand to the left knee. This may be perfect for you right here. And then just gently twist to the left and lift the gaze up towards the ceiling. All right? Options, meaning if you don't feel enough, left arm reaches up. Left elbow bends, back of the hand finds lower back. The next option would be rotating that right arm so you can get that right bicep around the right shin, and you search for the left fingers. Lengthen and breathe wherever you are. Where do you feel it? All the sensations. And how's your breath pattern? The inhalation and exhalation, smooth, deep, and mindful. Nice. Exhale, let it all go. Hands come down to the floor again. Roll forward so you're under your toes. Lift your hips, straighten your knees, swivel your heels out. Wide leg forward fold. Sway the hips. Heel toe your feet closer together. And nice and slowly, bring yourself all the way up to standing. Don't reach your arms up. You may get a little lightheaded, so we're just going to swivel the palms towards the front of the mat. Tadasana. Press right foot, left foot like you're marching. And then take your right arm, slide it behind your back. Take your left arm, reach it up towards the ceiling. The palm is facing to the right. And then you're going to side bend. Now swivel your chin towards your right shoulder so you're looking down. Add a twist, so draw that right shoulder and elbow back. And as you twist, gaze underneath your right shoulder towards your left heel. Then bend your left elbow and cradle your head. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep the twist and keep the side bend. Breathe and feel everything. Bottoms of your feet, the left ribs, the lower back, left tricep and shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Reach your arms up. And then elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back. Lift the heart, chin, and chest. Micro adjust the elbows up and down. Feeling the shoulders move in their sockets. And then with the triceps parallel to the floor, slowly swivel the palms down. See if you can create a smooth movement. Keep going. And then they stop and see if you can go a little farther. And once you're there, elbows up and down. I can see that my arms are a little off, right? So that's fine. Inhale, swivel the palms up. Arms reach up, lift the gaze. Exhale, hands come together at the heart. Feet widen, toes roll out, bend the knees, lower all the way down. Malasana. Let's do the same thing other side. So make your adjustments. So if you need to be on the toes and something underneath the heels, you could also do it while you're on the toes. That's fine too. We're going to start with left hand coming down and the left shoulder drops as low as you can. Start to swing that left arm out to the left. The palm is down. The elbow is straight. So it's tricep against the shin or knee. Right hand to right knee, belly draws in, a gentle little twist. Again, this may be enough, and this feels a little bit tighter on this side for me. So just know that we respond to the body individually, so each part is its own process. Right arm reaches up if you need it. Options the same. Right elbow can bend, back of the hand finds the lower back. And then rotate this right arm so the biceps around the shin and search for the fingers. Elbows straighten, heart lifts, the gaze is still up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Exhale. Let it all go. Hands come down. Tuck the chin, straighten the knees, and lift the hips. Swivel the heels out. Sway a little from side to side. And then walk those hands up the legs and ragdoll all the way on up. Heel toe your feet closer together. Swivel the palms open, Tadasana. Left hand to left hip. Right arm reaches up. Left hand behind the back. Give yourself that twist. So draw the left shoulder back. Look underneath the left shoulder towards the right heel. Right elbow bends. Cradle the head. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You got a twist to the left. You got a side bend so the right ribs are open up. The gaze is underneath the left shoulder. And you're breathing. So a lot going on. Inhale, come back to center. Arms reach up. Let's bend those elbows again. Hands and elbows draw back. Elbows up and down. And let's bring the hands and the elbows together in front. So palms together. Forearms and elbows together. Squeeze. Elbows up and elbows down. Keep the hands together, but open up the elbows. So hands in prayer, thumbs at the heart. Forearms are parallel to the ground. Swivel your fingertips towards the front of your mat. And then keeps going so the fingers are towards the ground. Keep squeezing the hands as for the wrist and forearms. And then swivel the palms back up. And then bring the forearms together, elbows together, lift the elbows up. Go higher, higher, higher. Keep squeezing the elbows. Interlace the fingers. And then swivel your palms up. Squeeze the biceps towards the ears. And then take the hands to the back of the head. Lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the chest. Open up the elbows a little bit more. And then draw the forearms towards the head or the elbows towards one another. A little rounding through the spine. So as if you're bringing the elbows towards the knees. Bend the knees a little bit. Hinge forward. Go farther, 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 farther. Inhale nice and easy. Come on up. Again, let's open up the elbows. Lift the heart. And then one more time, elbows towards one another. Tuck the chin round through the spine. Bend the knees a little. Release your arms. Let them dangle. Give them a shake. Come up halfway as you flatten and lengthen. And then exhale, bend the knees. Plant your hands. Right foot steps back. Let's swivel it so the bottom foot, the back foot is flat. Arms reach up. Virabhadrasana, one warrior one. Bend and straighten the left knee and settle into your pose. So right hip's drawn forward, right heel draws back. Left knee is bent, but it doesn't pass the ankle. The ribs in the belly draw in, so tuck the tailbone. So you're taking a little bit of the curvature out of the back. And then let's interlace our fingers behind our back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, straighten the elbows. And then a subtle rotation of the torso to the right. And then come forward as if you're going to drop your left shoulder inside your left knee. Now you may get there, you may not. But the arms could come off the lower back if you feel like you need more. Smooth inhalation, exhalation. Inhale, come on up. Release your arms, reach them up again. Extend your arms out in front of you like you're going to hand someone a present. Bring the weight to your left foot and come off the back leg. Whoa. Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Balancing poses are great for present moment, right? Lift yourself on up and extend your right leg out in front of you. And then bend your right knee, take your left hand and grab that knee, twist to the right. Look for your right thumb. Belly draws up and in. Come back to center. Right hand grabs right foot. Drops underneath the hip. Left arm reaches up. Dancer pose. So push the foot into the hand. Lift the thigh. And lean just a little bit forward. So the torso is like up dog. Heart is lifting. Hips are pretty square. Foot is pushing into the hand. Left knee can bend and straighten. And then exhale. Let it all go. Let's roll onto the top of our left toes. So press the front of the ankle towards the ground. Visit each one of your toes and then roll the ankle a little bit. So a little foot and ankle attention. And then shake it on out. Come back into hands to heart center. And let's do the other side. So inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin, release the head and soften. Inhale, halfway up to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bend the knees. Plant your hands, left foot steps back. Swivel it so it grounds down. Reach the arms on up. So warrior one, find the stability. And then tuck the tailbone, shoulders down, lift the heart. And then interlace the fingers behind your back. Maybe you bring the opposite thumb on top. Squeeze shoulder blades, straighten the elbows. A little rotation with the torso to the left. And then drop that right shoulder towards the right knee or inside the right knee. Arms can come off the lower back. Be here 100%. Feel it all. Not denying anything. Inhale. Come on up. Release your arms. Back to warrior one. And extend the arms out in front of you. Come off that back foot. Warrior three. I always like doing warrior three on this side because I plants. The torso on up, sweep that left leg out in front of you. Hands can find hips. Bend the left knee, right hand grabs the knee. Twist to the left and extend your left hand towards the back of the mat. Gaze for the left thumb. Belly up and in. Left foot is flexed. Ease into dancer pose. So back to center. Left hand grabs left foot. Knee comes underneath the hip. Right arm reaches up. Lean forward as you lift the thigh. It doesn't matter how high you are or how high you go. It doesn't matter how high you are. If you're high, it's kind of hard to balance. All right, one more deep, full breath. And then inhale. Come back to center. Let go of that left foot. And then let's visit that right ankle. So roll into the top of the toes. Press the front of the ankle towards the floor. Be gentle. It can get a little intense. And then visit each one of those toes. You may get a crack out of those toes. And then you're just going to give yourself a little bit of movement with the ankle. Feels so good in front of the ankles. I don't know when the last time I stretched the front of my ankle. It feels pretty good. Shake out that right leg. Come to the front of your mat. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Lift the gaze. Little back bend if you need it. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck the chin, release the head and soften. Inhale halfway up as you flatten your back. Lift your chin, lift your chest. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, walk or step, top of a push-up, lower to the floor. Stay here a moment. Feel the weight of your body and gravity supporting you. Squeeze your legs together, point your toes. Press the tops of the feet into the ground. Press your hips into the ground. Lift the chin. Lift the chest. Lift the hands. Elbows squeeze the ribs. Create space between shoulders and ears. This is baby cobra. Widen your hands a little bit. Come onto your fingertips and press down with the fingers and lift a little higher. Kind of bring awareness to the lower back. Lower the belly, chest, chin. Hands come underneath shoulders, so your fingers are like in the middle of in alignment with your breastbone. Press the tops of the feet into the ground. Lift your entire body off the ground. And drop the belly, lift the heart. So tops of the feet are on the ground and hands are on the ground. Everything else is off. Heart is lifting, so it's belly button or hips towards the ground, crown of the head towards the tailbone, up dog. Engage the belly, lift the hips, roll over the toes, down dog. All right, so let's start with the hands and down dog. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Rotate your hands so your index fingers are pointing straight forward, so the creases of your wrists are parallel to the short end of the mat. Rotate the creases of the elbows forward, so that's like rotating the shoulders towards the armpits. Keep pressing down with the hands and find the full extension of the shoulders. Shake your head yes and no. And then bend your knees a little bit. Bring your belly towards your thighs so you scoop the tailbone up. Invite your right heel down. And then switch it, invite the left heel down. Do that again. Right heel, left heel. And then invite both heels down. Do a subtle internal rotation of the thighs so the insides of the heels disappear behind the tops of the feet. One breath. And then start to walk your big toes together. Lift your right heel to the ceiling, and then bring your right shin forward for pigeon right side. So get nice and long and tall with the torso. Your right foot is in alignment with your left leg. Draw the belly in and lengthen. If you don't feel enough in your right hip, scoot your right foot a little forward. Drop the elbows down. Tuck the chin. And feel the sensation that shows up in the body that is the most intense. Bring your awareness to that. And while you're there, explore the edges of it. So where does that sensation dissolve? So mine is in my right hip. It dissolves down into my right thigh. It dissolves down into my lower back. And then find the second sensation that's intense. So for me, that is the right hamstring, maybe a little bit of the right groin, maybe left hip flexor. They're all about the same. And then go to one more sensation. So that for me is the top of my right foot. So if that sensation is too much, I can always slide something underneath the top of the foot. So that's more like bone for me, but I don't necessarily need sensation in the bones or joints. So if you're feeling it in the joints, then support yourself so that kind of softens. Hands under shoulders, lift yourself on up. Let's roll over the left toes and lift the left knee. Right foot steps back. Either go through a chaturanga if you'd like, halfway down through up dog, or you can skip it all and go right into down dog. Check in with your down dog again. So fingertips, and your down dog should always pretty much be the same. So creases of the wrists parallel to the front of the mat. Rotate the creases of the elbows towards the front, so the shoulders in towards the armpits. Find the length and extension of the spine, bringing the belly towards the thighs, and then inviting the heels down as you internally rotate the thighs. You can squeeze the legs together, or you can press the legs out, so you can kind of find the variation there, but it creates a lot of stability. Big toes come together, left heel towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Left shin forward, pigeon, half pigeon, left side, left foot in alignment with right leg. Lengthen through torso, get nice and tall. Adjust this left foot closer to the front of the mat for more sensation, farther back for more range of motion. Elbows down, and then bring your awareness to this sensation. That may be different, probably different. Maybe the location is the same, but maybe the sensation is different. Right? So for intensity, for me, the first sensation is in my left knee, and I always talk about this. I don't want any sensation in the left knee, so I'm going to draw this foot back a little, and it takes a little less off of the knee. If I couldn't get out of it, I could slide something underneath my left thigh. So now I'm feeling it in the left hip, and it's a little lighter for me, so I'm going to get a little closer to the floor. Knees are good. I feel it in the right hip flexor. So go through the body, and I want you to kind of bring your awareness to three sensations, and then how they kind of dissipate in the body. So for me, the easiest, fastest, most effective way of being present in moment is the senses. So sight, sound, smell. And for us in yoga practice, our asana is designed to give us sensation, to tether us to the moment. So we bring awareness to that feeling in the body. So if you're not doing yoga and you're practicing present moment, take a look around. Notice the colors, the smells, the sounds. Right? If you're eating, pay attention to what you're eating and how it tastes, the textures, how it feels. All right, one more deep full breath. Hands under shoulders, lift yourself on up. Drop to your left hip. Sweep this right leg around and bring the soles of your feet together. Scoot your heels towards your hips, lengthen through the torso, and bring your belly button towards your heels. So hands could be behind you, or they could be in front of you. You can draw the belly, chest towards the feet, or you can open up the elbows and push the knees down and away from you. Micro adjust side to side. In a moment. As we move through this type of practice, the more we do it, the stronger the muscle is that helps us be present. So for a lot of us, when we are anxious, the mind is racing to the future. Right? I'm anxious about, I don't know what the future is going to hold for us. But if I bring myself back to this moment where reality exists, I can soften. And I can take action. And where in the future or in the past, they're not here right now. So there's not much I can do about them. Inhale, gently bring yourself on up. Slide in a cross-legged position. So right shin in front or left shin in front, whatever's comfortable. Slide something underneath the hips if you can't get your spine straight. Hands to knees or thighs, or swivel your left palm up and rest it in the lap, and take the right hand and rest that in the left palm. Lengthen through torso, so keep the chest open, tuck the chin, relax the jaw, close your eyes. Bring your awareness to the sounds in and around where you are. Identify all the sounds, and not just the ones that are pleasant.
right? It's like, there's that train, or there's that crying baby. Whatever it is that surrounds you right now. Bring your awareness to the sensation of the air on your skin. Depending on what you're wearing, maybe it's just the forehead, the arms, the tops of the feet. It may feel different in the body. Is the air warm or cool or moist, or dry? Is there a breeze? Breathe deeper. What do you smell? Somebody cooking something, or you smell fresh cut grass, or are you inside? This is present moment, where everything happens. Draw the chin a little bit towards the chest. So grateful for this body, for our senses, for our wisdom to be here now. Bring the hands together, draw the thumbs towards the heart, flutter your eyes open as you gaze over your fingertips. Take a nice big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Namaste. Nice work, yogis. Welcome to this moment. If you like this practice, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and take care of yourself. I love you guys. Peace.